just pulled out like this leg. Don't like that at all. I wonder if they still do it. If you just like Hello, welcome back to my channel. You may be wondering why I'm sitting outside, and that is mainly because I'm currently cooling down from the amount of cycling I've done. There are a lot more hills here than there are in London, and it is taking some while to get used to, especially when I haven't really cycled for the past few months, I think, and it's definitely not in this hot weather. For my last year in London, I didn't buy a bike because I knew that I wanted to leave and come here, but now that I'm here, I might as well buy a bike. I bought a second-hand one purely because I am terrified that my bike's gonna get stolen. I feel like after experiencing like London, where like bike seats, bike bells, just like the smallest thing on your bike could get stolen, I am terrified that here it's gonna be like the same, and I'm just gonna walk back and see my bike without a bike seat. Actually also thinking of getting like a bike seat cover. It would also just protect from the rain if it does. That is another thing I'm considering getting. But I've got my lock, I've got my helmet, everything. Oh, I got my bell as well because the bike never came with a bell. I would also like to clarify that I didn't cycle to the Blue Mountains today. So I just went to go and get groceries for tonight. But today, me and my friend went to the Blue Mountains, as you saw earlier. We were initially gonna go for a hike, but we just went like thrifting instead. And I bought some books that I would like to show you. We have The Lovely Bones. You probably saw the movie. I don't know if you've read the book. I mean, it's an acclaimed book, and I wanted to read something non-fiction, honestly. Those were like the two reasons why I got it. And it was only, it says $3 here, but it was actually $4. Second book. So I read Roadside Picnic and The Three-Body Problem, like that series, and I loved them so much, and it really got me into sci-fi. There are so many sci-fi books that I want to read, or like books with sci-fi elements. So one of them is Slaughterhouse-Five, and another one is this book. It was suggested to me by a friend, so I'm excited to read it. And it's by Margaret Atwood, and she's the author of The Handmaid's Tale, which is a TV show. I don't know if it's running currently though, I haven't watched that. But I've always really wanted to read The Handmaid's Tale, and when my friend suggested this to me, I was like, okay. The price, it says 34 and it says 45, but either way, I bought it for $7.99. So my third book is Stephen King, It. Again, similar reason to why I bought The Lovely Bones. So I've seen both movies, and I'm always interested to see how the book differs from the movie. Also, it's Stephen King. I read Pet Sematary, I really like that. But another book I would love to read. As you can see, I tend to gravitate towards the more depressing books, but I'm really excited to read these. Oh, and also, I bought it for $5.99. So yay, my new books. And I'm really excited because I've nearly finished my cloud book, which honestly I'm so glad about because I was drawing it out. So I'm excited to start some new books and see how I go with them. But first, plan for tonight. I have officially started university. Right now it's Tuesday. I had like an introductory lecture yesterday, and tomorrow is kind of when my like lectures fully start. So I need to eat, and then I am gonna do some studying because some topics that I saw, I haven't visited since I was like 19. So yeah, but welcome to this video. Good morning. Currently it is 8:10, I believe. So I have essentially a full day of lectures today. I've got one lecture from 9 to 10, a 2-hour lecture from 10 to 12, another lecture from 12 to 2, and then I have an hour's break, so it's kind of okay. And then I finish off the day with one more lecture from 3 to 5. Luckily, because it is just like the first week of uni, a lot of these are probably just going to be introductory lectures. I know I do need to catch up on one video, so I'm probably going to spend the next 45 minutes making notes based on that introductory video. They are all online, so I will be staying in for essentially the whole of today, which I don't know how I feel about because I find it's a lot harder to concentrate when you don't have like a lecturer there in person, but we shall see how I go. I just finished my first lecture. It was introductory, really wasn't that bad. Snack-wise, I have a fig. I am halfway through my lecture and I'm having a 5-minute break and I am so hungry. I'm gonna eat another fig and a date, and I think I'm just gonna top up on tea. I'm officially done. I haven't been out the whole day. I'm gonna go take a walk and I'll see you guys later. I am currently debating what I should have for dinner. I've also done some washing because otherwise my stuff would have stank. It's just way too hot and I have accumulated quite a bit of laundry. I was also like doom scrolling on the sofa for like a bit, which was really fun. I feel like all this cycling makes me very hungry very quickly. I was debating whether to go to university tomorrow because I do have a lecture. It's not in person, it's online. Annoyingly, all my lectures are online, which I don't really like because my attention span isn't the longest. And yesterday, I was not in like a good mood when I finished. I just needed to walk, I needed some food. I also called my family, which was quite nice. I think from now on, I will be starting to go to uni on the days that like I just have loads of lectures. I've decided I'm gonna have exactly the same as what I had yesterday due to limited things in my fridge. Ta-da! Wow. I will always advocate for soup noodles. I love them so much. You just basically put everything into a bowl and noodles on top. If you don't want noodles, you don't even have to add noodles. It's so great. Anything that you can like just put into one pot and just like leave it there, I love. We have some fish tofu, we have fish, this veg, I don't know the name. I don't actually know all the names of the veg, but I just know what they taste like and if it's good or not. And then my favorite noodles, knife cut. I find that the best in soup noodles, personally. And I have some like stray ginger slices in here. Probably not the best idea to eat noodle soup when it is like nearly 30 degrees outside, but what can I say? It's so comforting. How I feel about the course so far is that it's very different to my undergrad in the sense that, number one, all the lectures here are online and all the tutorials and the lab practicals are compulsory and in person. Whereas that was kind of like the opposite in my undergrad. In my undergrad, lectures were in person, tutorials tended to be online, and labs weren't compulsory. Which I don't think was a good thing because a lot of people missed out on the labs. Also, lab practicals are very heavy in this course, so I had to print out my lab manual, buy a lab coat, glasses, which I have with me right here. that was one thing. There was definitely like a lot more of an emphasis on labs, whereas in my undergrad there wasn't really at all. And it was more of a choice, whereas here it's like you have to do labs. But regarding lecture content wise, there's a lot of overlap with my undergrad. I don't know if I ever told you guys, my undergrad's in pharmacology, which is really not that different to pharmacy. There's also like a good revision because all the exams here are in person, whereas all the exams in my undergrad were online. And also all my exams in my undergrad, they were very like essay based. So they'd give you either one of two questions and you had, I think, 2 hours to write 1,500 words. They wanted to test your understanding of the content. They would ask you to like explain a concept or a process, and you'd also have to bring like outside information into the exam. So they wanted to see that if you've done like extra reading, you'd get more marks. Whereas here, a lot of my modules, I think most of them are multiple choice. So I think it's very much like, from my understanding, is very much like fact recall. So how I've been like making notes so far is basically just writing flashcards. And then I think there's like some short answer questions. It's very different to my undergrad. I'm gonna eat this without you guys now. So good. Good morning. I really struggled to sleep last night, but yeah, it is what it is. We have one lecture today, yippee, from 10 to 1, which is why I also meal prepped this morning, because I know by 1 I'm gonna be starving. So I wanted everything just like prepped. Don't know how like 3-hour lectures work, because I find with attention spans, anyways, the first lecture was like a bunch of maths. Well, to me it was maths, so I need to revise that. The second 2 lectures from like 11 to 1 really weren't that bad. It was a lot of things I did in my undergrad. I'm probably gonna rest before starting to work again. I was so hungry, I already ate my sandwich. I've been eating earlier a lot recently and not having that big of breakfast, so I get kind of hungry around like 12. I also need to buy like a bike rack and one of those, like, I think they're called like a pannier, I think, because it's like way too hot to carry like a backpack while I'm cycling. This is the outfit for my cycling. I will be going soon. I think it's around like 3:30, 3:40. The temperature is like 33 degrees. Right now is the coolest time of the day where I can go to the shops before it closes. So I think it's gonna be like a bit too hot to bring you guys with me, but I will do a little transition. Well, I'll try. I definitely am warmer than I was before I left. And everything is just like a bit too warm. But I have good news. Yay! I have a bike rack. And this. It's called a bike pannier, which I think is such a funny name. I don't know, like I always thought this was just a bike bag. But no, there's a name for it. I'm currently deciding what to have for dinner, but no surprises. I'm gonna have noodles and like everything that I had yesterday. It's gonna be exactly the same. I'm debating where to go currently. I do want to go out. I'm kind of done staying inside. And I have a social battery today, so there was like an outlet store that I saw in, where is it? Birkenhead Point? Yeah, there's like loads of apparently like outlets, but it takes an hour to get there by bus. I don't really want to drive in the city. Don't really want to cycle either, unless I'm in sportswear. So I think I might just go central. For me to like cycle uni, I can't really wear jeans, and when I have lab work, I kind of have to like, cover my legs, so I can't just wear shorts when I cycle. So I'm gonna look for like some leggings type things. To say, going out rather than spending the whole day like alone in here, it really does wonders for my mental health. Like I feel so much better. I was in the mood to be like surrounded by people and yet not really talk to anyone. So it was actually really nice just sitting there, reading my book, not talking to anyone. I actually really enjoyed it. I wish I could have stayed out earlier, but I also know I have stuff to do and I know that I'm just gonna be too tired if I come back later. So I also wanted to get some like lightweight trousers, like preferably like more athleisure wear. However, the ones I tried on, they were either too expensive, looked awful on me, or were too dark. I wanted something ideally white or any type of like lighter color other than black. So that was a bit of a failure. I don't know whether I wanted to get them because like actually to cover up for my lab practicals, or I used the excuse of lab practicals to shop. So I didn't get anything in the end. And I think maybe on those days that I do have practicals, I might just take the bus. This book, so good. I will be going out shopping later today. When I say shopping, mainly just browsing. I don't think I'm gonna buy anything. I'm just gonna go with a friend, Lulu. You've met her in the beginning of this video, I'm pretty sure. And we're probably just gonna go like browsing. I don't know, I just want like something to do. There is some uni work I kind of have to do, but I only have one lecture tomorrow, so I might just do that tomorrow and actually just like rest this Sunday. I've spent my whole afternoon lying on the couch reading, so I'm gonna slowly get up before I leave, because I need to leave like, I want to leave a little bit early so I have some time to read. And also just in case like the bus is late or something. So I'm gonna leave around like now. I've actually decided to walk instead. It's not too hot, it's quite peaceful, it's quite windy. Yeah, like why not? I didn't get anything. We kind of just like met up and then just went out for dinner, and I'm currently walking back. I was thinking of taking the bus back, but I have enough energy to walk back. It's also nice weather, it's not too hot, and it's also walking. Number one is just like some free exercise. It makes me feel good. I love being outside. The air just makes me feel more relaxed. But it's also just a great way to see the city. I've scouted so many cute streets and coffee shops just by walking. I will be ending this video here though. I'm probably gonna spend tonight reading again. I felt the need initially to be productive regarding like uni work today, but then tomorrow it's pretty chill. I only have one lecture, and you know, sometimes you just need a day off. A day doing nothing, just lying on the sofa, and it was just so nice to read. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I shall see you guys later. Bye!